One of the best ways that you can fail proof your goal setting for the upcoming year is to make sure that you're setting up your goals that are in alignment with your core values. This is a key mistake that many people make. And also, if your life is not filled with love, joy, and purpose, more than likely, it's because you're living your life day to day in ways that are not in direct alignment with your core values. And a little bit later on each day, I'm going to kind of dig into the core values, why it's important that you ID your core values, how to go about identifying those core values, and give you some examples so that you can set your life up in such a way that all your decisions are in alignment with those core values. And that's going to make your life happier, a whole lot more smooth, and your goals as well. And today, what I wanted to do is give you a couple of examples of how you might set some goals that are in direct alignment. So let's look at the first one here. If you are a global adventurer, for example, if your core values is that you want to prioritize adventure, exploration, cultural exchange, you want to travel the world. Okay, your big bodacious dream might be to, I want to travel the world, or I want to see X amount of countries. You want to experience different cultures. And if you have not done any traveling yet, or if you haven't even started the process, more than likely you're going to be upset and you're not going to feel like you're making progress. So, what we want to do is when we establish these goals so that they do align, you first, you look at the big dream. What is it? You want to be a world traveler, let's just say. You want to travel to these new countries, okay? What is the core value? Ask yourself, what is the core value? Well, you want to prioritize travel and adventure, exploration, whatever it is for you, cultural exchange. Why is it that you want to travel? Okay, that would be your core value. And then the next step is you want to create a plan. And so many times people can just say, okay, I want to travel the world. Well, there's no meat and potatoes to that whatsoever. There's not a plan. That's a wish. Okay. That's a wish sandwich. That's all that is. Until you actually sit down and start making some plans. It doesn't matter even if you want to be a world traveler and you don't have any money yet. That's not the point. The point is you need to set up a plan. So you might start by researching potential destinations that you'd like to travel to. Okay. If you're inside the United States, we've got a lot of really wonderful things that you could start right here inside the United States. So many times people get so bogged down because they want to travel outside the United States when they haven't even really explored what's here in their backyard as well as across this wonderful United States. So, anyways, research potential destinations. And when you're doing that, what you might figure out, and these are some of the things that I've done, is when's the best time of year to travel? How would you get there? Do some price quotes. Figure out how much it would cost. How much would a hotel cost? All those little things. Then you create a travel budget. And if you're going outside the United States, you might be thinking, you know what? I'd like to learn some basic phrases in some of their local language. For example, if you're going to Paris, you might want to learn some French. Yes, we have all those things on our phone or whatever, but it's really cool if you can understand and have just a little, I call it, the tourism language, where it's just the phrase enough to get, where's the bathroom? Just those phrases that you need on an everyday basis. You don't have to become fluent. You just need to learn some important phrases. So then you need to think about what's your mindset when it goes along with this value. Well, if you want to become a world traveler, chances are you're going to have to be open to new experiences, cultures, and understand, the different things that can go wrong and all of that stuff. So that would be the mindset. You need to make sure and get yourself ready if that is truly what you want. And then you take action. You start by simply planning maybe a weekend getaway or a short trip or something like that to a nearby city. But see how if your core value is you want to be a world-class traveler. You want to, travel and adventure is part of your core values that you really, really inside your heart, but you haven't even taken one single step towards that. One single step might be, let's just say, if you want to go learn how to ski in Colorado, start looking for a cute little snow bunny outfit or a pair of ski goggles, anything that would be putting you on that trajectory towards that particular goal. So that would be one example. Another one might be, and this typically, New Year's, one of the top resolutions that people have, and they fail miserably, and the gyms know this, is your value might be you want to prioritize self-care and become physically fit. Okay. So your big dream would be you want, perhaps you want to be in the best shape of your life in the upcoming year. And what would be your values about that? You want to prioritize self-care. You want to live, have a longer longevity. What are some of those values that you value? One of the things I look at is in my neighbor, I've got a lot of elderly people who could literally run circles around me because they're so fit. It's just, to me, it's an inspiration. So, anyways, so you look at that value and then you create your plan. How might you do that? You develop a daily routine, figure out some of those habits, swap some of your bad habits with the good habits. And then what would be the mindset that you need to wrap yourself around to make sure that you can move forward in that goal? What might be some of that? What can you do? Surround yourself with people who are leading a more healthy lifestyle, perhaps. Go online, join some groups with people who are struggling just like you may be in some of those areas. These are some things that you can do to get your mindset right, because most of the time this is just bad habits, bad eating habits, bad exercise habits, all of that. And I am totally guilty. And then how can you start? You start by taking these little small action steps. And I remember years ago, my dad was a pilot and he was not in good shape. And we went and bought us a sweatsuit. And he started, first of all, just by going to the mailbox and back, and then going to the end of the street and back until he could walk a little bit, a longer distance. And he didn't realize how bad it was. So, anyways, these are just some small things that you can do. But again, if your value is, you say, good health, and this is where I personally have been in out of alignment. I've been talking, and just not really being serious about it. I'll start and then I kind of drop off. Well, my values, my why obviously is big, because I say I want to live to be 100 and be a centurion. I want to see my grandchildren, uh, kids grow up and all these things, but yet my actions are not in alignment for that. So we've got some friction there going on. So again, take a look at the choices that you're making every day. Chances are you're doing something and it's not in alignment with what you value and the goals that you have set for your life. In fact, most of the time it gives you a setback instead of a set up for success. So over the next couple of days, we're going to be talking about these core values. I'm going to help you identify what they are. I'm going to tell you obviously why it's important for you to do that, because it's going to make your life so much better. And if we're all trying to level up in 2025, which for me personally, I've shared with you guys, I am trying to improve on every single aspect of my life in 2025. And I'm going to be documenting that, and hopefully also with the team of you guys who want to do the same. We want to be the best version of ourselves. Don't want to necessarily be competing against one another. We want to see just how good and that we can improve. You know, we want to compare ourselves to what we were yesterday and the day before to see if we're making improvements in each of those areas. So I hope this helps when you are starting to plan for your upcoming year and setting your goals. Think about it. Once again, set a vision for that area of your life, what you want it to look like, and then look at the value. What is your core value in that? Why is it that you want that? What's your why there? Okay. Do you really value being fit and fabulous? Or are you just playing word service to that? Because if not, if you got to have some kind of compelling vision there to get you up every morning and go to the gym, or get you up and go walking, or whatever it is that you're going to do to try and get yourself healthy and fit. So again, you want to have the goal, you want to have your value, you want to create a plan. And again, you don't even have to have the money or resources or whatever it is that you need to move forward in that goal. You just got to start moving. And the first thing that you need to do is you've got to create a plan. What are all of the steps that you need? What are the obstacles that are preventing you from reaching that? And we'll get into that a little bit later on. So this is Nancy Gaskins, sowing seeds of financial hope and entrepreneurial opportunity in communities around the globe, helping you set better goals for 2025. Let's level up in 2025.